Another 4 takes them up to 16. I mean,
well, I've decided to resign as the American player. The German player has 18 points towards victory, and the Americans have 0. There are 3 guaranteed turns left, with the possibility of a 4th turn. I have been able to get some infantry up on each flank, but the Americans' position is very weak. There's 2 armored vehicles I haven't even gotten in the game yet. Germans don't have a dent in their defense. I don't see a way the Americans can pull this out. This scenario has me stumped. Now, I do grant that I think this particular playthrough, the Americans got completely atrocious die rolling. And I think I'm following the best strategy to try to, move up the infantry on their armored half tracks and then get them to dismount and creep forward. American vehicles, the armored vehicles, are just quite a bit weaker than the German punch. The Germans have longer range and more firepower. That if you can't neutralize that anti-tank gun, that sucker's powerful when it hits. So if you have a different strategy to follow, let me know. Describe it to me. If you see if I made some mistakes, let me know, both in rules, interpretations, and maybe some tactical decisions. I know I made some tactical things that I can see here or there. I have some questions about, can an armored vehicle fire their main weapon at a soft target and their secondary weapon at the same soft target in 2 separate attacks but using 1 impulse? Or does that take 2 separate actions, 2 separate impulses? Makes some sense to me. I think inside that vehicle, those 2 weapons are probably manned by 2 different crew members, and so they could be acting simultaneously. Since it's 2 different weapons, they probably can't coordinate their fire, thus the firepower is not combined into 1 attack. I'll have to get out to Board Game Geek and other forums and see if I can find an answer to that question. If I can't, ask the question. But I want to get moving on to Old School Tactical Volume 3, which came a week ago today. Today is Saturday, the 11th of April. It just perplexes me how this scenario can be won by the Americans. Now, I could have gamed the play, like I said in the turn. The Germans are out of impulse points. I could have sent an armored half-track looping through and flipping those over 1 turn. But, in real life, why would anybody have done that? I mean, there's nothing there to try to pick up and grab. It's just territory, and it's strategic position. But driving a half-track through it, or even if I drove it up there and stayed there, I'd be sacrificed. I don't know. I'm stumped. This has been playthrough of Scenario 5, Pattons Ghosts of Old School Tactical Volume 2. Old School Tactical by Flying Pig Games. Take care, all.